feel like is relevant. You learn in certain religions that like you become a god when you die, and you can be a god of like your own world or whatever. Like, is there more than one god? Is there, like, how does that work?
There is only one God. You are not going to be godlike when you pass or go on that. That does not exist. We have one God. However, cultures, there are different versions, but there's only one God. You got Buddha, Allah, all sorts of different, but we have one God that is over all different dimensions, and there's many, many planets out there that are just like us.
What color hair does he have? Or is he bald?
No, that's an interesting question. We have pictures of Jesus and what
Are they accurate?
no, our perception is different. If you've got somebody that is of a different nationality, maybe they're Jesus or their God is Hispanic. We all have different versions. He is all one.
He look like a person?
Um,
Have you seen him?
So, interesting enough, when I was younger, I think I was probably about 13 or 14, my guide, I was asking Nathaniel, I was asking questions about God I wanted to see. So every time I would go, I never saw who he was. I could hear him. There was no body. There was no, when I was showing what happens when somebody dies and they go do a life review. It's in a room, what I would call a movie theater with a big screen. And the God, if you want a popcorn, you get a popcorn. But on the other side, you don't need. It's the same. But I would be asking for popcorn. On the other side, he's everywhere. Not in one physical body. He's in everything, in every. Yes, I could hear him, and I could see what happens to us when we go through a life review. And during that time, he will simply ask questions about why we made decisions that we have made. He does not
get angry.
No, actually, that's a really good. I love these questions. So
I have so many questions.
God understands that as humans, we're designed to make mistakes. We are not him. That's how we learn. There is no such thing as perfection. I make 150 mistakes a day minimum. But he learns from us. You put somebody in a circumstance and he would understand if you maybe didn't make the right decisions. It's easier sometimes to go along with people that are not doing the best things in life. He understands why. It's a really strong person to be able to stand on their own, knowing everybody's going to come down on you and you hold your convictions. I mean, he understands everything. We are human. We are designed to make thousands of mistakes. The only thing that is unforgiven is taking a life. There are different. Self-defense is forgiven. However, if you're talking about military and doing all this stuff, he does forgive that. You will always meet up with that person that you took their life. You will have that when your time comes. You will have that connection with them. But you can understand, our government has one president. We are doing, it's a bunch of adults fighting and people that are sent out there to be able to go carry out what they want. They're not doing it because
they're malicious.
Yeah, they're malicious and they just want to go kill people. They're following somebody else's, what they're wanting, and God forgives that. You're out there just killing people, for no reason. We all are going to be judged. There's nothing you can do. We are all judged at that time. That is unforgivable. Things we're supposed to learn here is forgiveness and no judgment. Somebody like Hitler, he's still a part of God and he still loves him, but he has to make a decision, and that decision is to send him to a lower dimension. He has empathy for you in every aspect, but we are ultimately in charge of our choices that we make here.
So does Hitler get like a second chance?
No, not in that case. He knowingly was at the top of his realm, and he was wanting people to kill for him, and he was also killing. So no, there isn't a second chance with that at all. You are not given that luxury of a second chance.
So is that essentially like hell?
The lower dimension is yes. There is no.
Is there fire?
There's no stagnant. It's just very. There was a movie with Robin Williams called What Dreams May Come. And if you ever get a chance to watch that, they had a version of there what it is like. It is stagnant, still. There is no life. There is no sense of hope. That is what I see when I see hell. We all have different perceptions of what hell is. often sometimes think the world that we're living at is the closest thing to hell because we find human life, disposable. We as humans are killing every bit of life that we have that is kind. We're doing that to ourselves. Like I said, we can drive next to somebody that's dead off the side of the road and keep driving and not even stop or bat an eye. We've got fundamental issues that are wrong. Our time here on this earth is limited.
Are we ever gonna experience a different reality than we're experiencing right now?
There's different versions of that. We've also got younger planets that are out there. We're at the last stages of our planet here on Earth. And there are different planets.
What does that mean? So our planet's gonna
Well, it dies. Everything that's living comes to an end.
soon? In my lifetime?
Not in your lifetime, but it will end. But there are other planets that are new that are starting up like us.